It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, the Georgia State Fire Marshal's Office is investigating that last week's Tuesday's fire, which occurred in Gardi, which claimed the life of David Andrew Jackson, who resided at the residence at 48 King Drive. Jackson was in his late 70s. The Wayne County Sheriff's Department deputies and detectives responded with the Jesup Fire Department, Scriven Fire Department, the Gardi Fire Department, and the Department of Corrections Fire Department. Call came in as a fire with a person trapped inside the residence. Upon arrival, the structure was fully engulfed in flames. Fire units brought the fire under control and located the deceased person inside. Once again, the scene and fire has been turned over to the State Fire Marshal's Office for investigation. Once again, the person trapped inside is the resident of that location, 48 King Drive. His name is David Andrew Jackson, and they state he's in his late 70s, and all reports was that he was confined to a wheelchair. Sheriff Mosley is asking that if anyone has information pertaining to this case, simply contact the Wayne County Sheriff's Department at 912-427-5970. If you wish to remain anonymous, you can call 912-427-5993. Once again, the fire occurred this past Tuesday, March 12th, in Gardi, Georgia. City Commissioners of Jesup set to meet tomorrow night at City Hall at 7 p.m. Several items under old business. A discussion of the pool update. David Bohan will be on hand to talk about the update. Also, approval of bathroom partition purchase. Also on the agenda under old business, discussion of East Jesup Sewer Project with City Engineer Bill Schuman and Thomas and Hutton. Discussion of Amtrak Station ADA improvements with City Engineer Bill Schuman. Discussion of Georgia DOT lighting agreement with City Engineer Bill Schuman. And discussion of board appointments with Interim City Manager Nick Ellis. There is a public participation on the agenda. Under new business, awarding of a bid for the 2024 Lamig Road resurfacing contract. Discussion of flag care for the City of Jesup property. Approval of alcohol license. Several alcohol licenses on the agenda for approval. Rezoning 350 West Bay Street from C2 to PR. Discussion of City Hall air conditioning unit. Discussion of electronic voting equipment. And executive session discuss personnel and legal. Items with the city manager, items with commissioners, items with the mayor. All that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at City Hall. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Qualifying has ended for local elections. The campaigns are underway. Here in Wayne County, 3 men qualified to run for sheriff, including incumbent Chuck Mosley, 2 challengers, Donnie Ray and Toby Cameron. All 3 men qualified to run on the Republican ticket, so this race will not go to November, but rather be over in the month of May. His election date is May 21st. There'll be 3 weeks of early voting before that date. Sheriff's race will be decided on that May 21st day unless there's a runoff between the top 2 vote getters, and that will take place in early June. Statewide, one race that will head to November is for state representative. As incumbent Buddy Deloach qualified to run for re-election. He has Democratic opposition from a lady from Glenn County named Rebecca Moore. State Representative Stephen Meeks and State Senator Blake Tillery qualified to run for re-election. They are unopposed. Another race to be decided in May will be that for the district attorneys here in the Brunswick Judicial Circuit. 2 men running, incumbent Keith Higgins and challenger John B. Johnson, longtime assistant DA here in Wayne County. Circuit is made up of 5 counties: Wayne, Appling, Glenn, Camden, and Jeff Davis. Once again, that race will be decided in May as well. Several judges running for re-election in the circuit, all running unopposed: Bert Guy, Anthony Harrison, Stephen Kelly, and Stephen Scarlett, all returning to the bench. Wayne County has 1 contested school board race and 1 contested county commissioner's race. The county commissioner race is in District 5, where the incumbent Jamie Hickox opted not to seek re-election. 2 candidates are Randy Franks and Princess Dial. Both Mike Gordon and Tim Hopkins qualified for another term, and they're unopposed on the county commission board. School board contested races in District 5 between incumbent Tina Mosley and challenger Tommy Weatherspoon. Incumbent Todd Wise qualified to run in his district. District 3, he's unopposed. In District 1, incumbent Joe McPipkin opted not to seek re-election. Kerry Yarberg qualified to run in that district, and he's unopposed. Wayne County will have a new tax commissioner and new probate judge in January, as both incumbents did not qualify and are stepping down. Both tax commissioner Denise Griffiths and probate judge Tammy Thornton not seeking re-election. The new tax commissioner will be Allison O'Quinn Harnage, and the new probate judge will be Hope Cunningham. Both those ladies qualified to run for those positions, and again, they're unopposed. Race for coroner is contested race between longtime incumbent coroner Jay Fulton, and he's opposed by Ridge Shefka. Others who qualified without opposition: State Court Judge Vi Bennett, Chief Magistrate Judge Gary Browning, Clerk of Court Francis Yergin, longtime solicitor Kenny Carswell opted not to seek another term, Andy Beaver qualified to run for solicitor. He'll be the new solicitor in January. Once again, the primaries are in May, the general election in November. At the same time, the presidential election will be held. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in the news, the legislative session winding down. The Chamber of Commerce has set the day for their post-legislative luncheon. It's going to take place on Tuesday, April 23rd from 11 to 1 at Coastal Pines Technical College. State Representative Buddy DeLoach and Stephen Meeks and State Senator Blake Tillery, all on hand, will be on the program, discuss the legislative session. Again, if you need ticket information or more information, simply contact the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce at number 912-427-2028. But again, the date of the post-legislative luncheon has been set for Tuesday, April 23rd from 11 to 1 at Coastal Pines Technical College. The Wayne County Board of Tourism gearing up for two events. The 2024 Altamar River Run is scheduled for April 13th, and the second annual Jesup Porch Fest is set for May 4th. River Run will begin at the Upper County Landing. Will offer paddlers a choice of two takeout points. 11-mile takeout point will be at Pig Farm Landing, and a 16-mile will be at JC Landing. There is no charge for the event, but each participant must sign a participation waiver before the paddle begins. Need more information on the paddle that can be found on the Tourism Board website at waynetourism.com. Jesup Porch Fest is a music festival held on the porches and lawns of historic homes and churches in the Old Town neighborhood of Jesup, bordered by Brunswick Bay, Wayne, and Plum Streets. Set for May 4th from 1 to 5 p.m. Musicians and entertainers will be performing, allowing visitors to enjoy music from different venues, traveling by golf cart, bicycles, or on foot between the different host sites. Anyone interested in performing or hosting should contact Heather Altman, the Wayne County Board of Tourism office, at number 912-427-3233, or they can come by the Jesup Train Depot. Two great events planned for Wayne County. Again, the Altamar River Run set for April 13th, and the Jesup Porch Fest set for May the 4th. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.